The power of kindness. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst rolling hills, there lived a kind-hearted farmer named Ram. Ram was known throughout the village for his generosity and willingness to help others. Though he was not wealthy, he believed in sharing whatever he had with those in need. His life revolved around his modest farm, where he grew crops and raised animals with love and care. One day, while Ram was working in his fields, he noticed a faint cry coming from the nearby woods. Concerned, he put down his tools and followed the sound. As he ventured deeper into the forest, he found a wounded deer lying helplessly on the ground. Its leg was caught in a hunter's trap. The deer's eyes were filled with pain and fear. Without hesitation, Ram knelt beside the deer. "Don't worry, little one," he said gently. "I'll help you." He carefully removed the trap, freeing the deer's injured leg. Then, he tore a piece of cloth from his shirt and bandaged the wound. The deer looked at him with gratitude, as if it understood his kindness. Ram carried the deer back to his farm, where he tended to it until it recovered. Every day, he fed the deer fresh grass and water, ensuring it felt safe and cared for. Over time, the deer grew strong again and returned to the forest. Before leaving, it looked back at Ram as if to say thank you. Ram smiled and waved, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. Years passed, and one day, the village faced a severe drought. The once fertile lands turned barren, and the villagers struggled to grow crops. The rivers dried up, and food became scarce. Ram, too, was affected. His farm yielded no crops, and he was left with little to feed himself or his animals. Despite his own hardship, he shared whatever food he had with his neighbors, ensuring no one went hungry. One evening, as Ram sat outside his empty granary, he noticed movement at the edge of his farm. To his astonishment, a herd of deer emerged from the forest, led by the very deer he had saved years ago. The deer carried bundles of fresh fruits and vegetables on their backs, gathered from deep within the forest where the drought had not reached. The leader of the herd approached Ram and gently nudged him, as if urging him to take the food. Tears welled up in Ram's eyes as he realized the deer had not forgotten his act of kindness. "Thank you, my friend," he whispered, overwhelmed by their gesture. The food brought by the deer sustained Ram and his animals through the worst of the drought. He also shared it with his neighbors, ensuring the entire village survived the difficult time. The villagers were amazed and deeply moved by the bond between Ram and the animals. They began to see the importance of kindness, not just to humans but to all living beings. As the rains returned and the fields turned green again, the village prospered once more. Ram's story became a source of inspiration for everyone. The villagers started practicing kindness in their daily lives, helping one another and caring for the environment and animals around them. The small act of saving a wounded deer had created a ripple effect, spreading compassion and unity throughout the village. Ram's farm flourished, not just because of the fertile soil but because of the love and kindness that surrounded it. And so, the moral of the story is kindness, no matter how small, has the power to create lasting change. What you give to others will come back to you in ways you cannot imagine.